They said that Billy D. Williams, the Lando Calrissian guy, was based and flying high with his response to the national tragedy that is Turning Point USA's Charlie Kirk being killed in broad daylight. But now, a new change has happened. A twist, a turn, a curve we were not expecting. It turns out Billy D. Williams was hacked. And now, maybe his publicist, maybe him, has hacked off a lot of fans by completely taking back all the good things we thought that he was saying. Hello folks, welcome to the channel. It is a bizarre story and we can't wait to dive into it with you. It's going to divide some folks. You're not going to agree with everyone, but that's why the comment section exists. Get down there and politely tell us which side of this you're on. Is it the fault of Billy D. Williams? Is it the fault of somebody close to him? Or maybe a publicist PR nightmare? We'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Folks, click the like button. Here we go. Let's dive in right now. All right, from thatparkplace.com, the website that if you're not yet bookmarked to it, well, you should be. Star Wars legend Billy D. Williams hijacked by hackers and maybe his social media handlers in Charlie Kirk fiasco. What the? Billy D. Williams? Hang on, folks. We'll show you. It is one of the strangest stories we've covered perhaps ever on That Park Place. Billy D. Williams, known for his role in the original Star Wars trilogy as Lando, some call him Calrissian, came out with an amazing response to Charlie Kirk's the tragedy via his Facebook page. They were pro-human, pro-living, fully empathetic. Yet days later, Williams has released a statement claiming his page was hacked, and none of those views are his own. Here's the original. It says, from Billy D. Williams, Charlie Kirk's wife is in this image you see. While some of you mock and celebrate his death, she's experiencing a level of pain most of us could never imagine. She just lost her husband. You get the idea. It's a lovely tribute. It's true. Every bit of it, that's true. If we go down, let's see if we got some more. That may be there's another one. Well, phooey, I wanted the other one. Anyway, that one's up there. We'll use it. Okay, so that's one of the posts that was placed. All right. Well, it turns out that Billy D. Williams' account was hacked, and that he didn't write that. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian, here's the statement that came out. Jonas J. Campbell reposted this. Billy D. says, my friends, I want to let you know that my account was recently hacked. Several unauthorized posts were made that were not legitimate. These posts do not reflect my views, thoughts, or beliefs in any way. I deeply appreciate your patience and understanding as we work with Facebook to restore these issues and restore full security to this page. That is a horrifically bad way of cleaning this up. And I'll tell you why. Often older celebrities are managed online via publicists and PR teams. Billy D. Williams is 88 years old. So, okay, the account got hacked and the PR team lost access to it, okay? Whatever. But the way this was handled is absolutely terrible. And listen, we may make some people mad. We may make some viewers out there mad. And I just want to say, I'm not trying to be mean about this. There are people close to Billy D. Williams who may watch our stuff. This was a mess up. This was a mess up. And the reason is because what should have come out from the PR team or from Billy D. Williams, if he really wrote it, but what should have come out is this account was hacked while Mr. Williams has great sympathy for the national tragedy and for all of those affected. These posts were not made by him or on his behalf. They were made by a hacking group. We apologize for the confusion. That would have cleaned this up without revoking. I mean, it's such a bizarre thing that the hackers posted kind, empathetic, pro-human stuff, pro-life stuff. That's weird. So what do you do in that situation? Well, you don't take it all back because you're taking back your empathy for a grieving widow. The real tragedy of this is that I bet that Mr. Billy D. Williams, probably doesn't have a whole lot to do with any of this. Because again, he's 88 years old, and I just bet he doesn't want to spend his time on social media. So I actually think probably that this is a PR team versus hackers who just threw Mr. Williams, Lando, under the bus. I must go to Lauren for the start of this. Lauren, you're a Star Wars guy. You also, you like Billy D. Williams, I bet. I like Billy D. Williams. I like his family. Listen, I think the man is just as kind as he can be. I've seen him in person. Lovely, lovely man. I don't think this went the best way they could have done it. What do you think?
No, I don't really know how to read it because anytime I hear a celebrity say that my account was hacked, I tend not to believe them. On the other hand, I've been involved in cybersecurity. I know that a lot of times when people say they're hacked, what they mean actually is that they were phished, and that is not terribly difficult to do in today's society. And
Well, in this case, Lauren, may not even be Billy D. Could be his PR, some PR manager that was phished.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of ways that this story is just kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think if I was going to try and clean it up either way, the way to say it is that, well, my account was compromised, but the sentiment that was expressed in the previous post was more eloquent than anything that I could have put together, so I stand by it. It's like,
Yeah, that's one way you could do it. I don't know why they wanted to. I just it doesn't make any sense to me why you would take sympathies for a grieving widow and be like, well, and then speak on behalf of Billy D. Williams. I'd be shocked if he read it.
I've got a possible answer. I know nothing about the actuality, and I kind of resent the article going over and over about, well, older celebrities don't always. You don't have to be old to be divorced from your social media, but if his social media people did put up the kind words, and then their pals on the other side chastised them for it.
Oh no!
And then they wanted to earn their chops back with their buddies by saying it was a hack. That kind of makes sense in a weird sort of way, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but I'm going to be very honest here. I'll be extremely candid. We have reason to believe that it really was hacked. I'll just say that we've got. I'll just leave it at that, Lauren.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I have a hard time believing that you would come out and say that unless that were the case. It's a weird story, but you're only going to get a negative feedback for walking this back. So it's just kind of a sad thing.
I feel badly because I feel like this was just not handled the right way, and Billy D. Williams is the one who gets thrown under the bus. And Lou, I take your point. I'm not saying that just because he's older that he would not have anything to do with social media. I just kind of think that if I'm Billy D. Williams, I'm going to pay somebody. I'm going to have a family member or a friend, or I'm going to pay them some kind of money, just a little bit to say, hey, update my Facebook every once in a while. I don't want to fool with this.
Well, another thing that is a little bit odd about it is that, and this is no disrespect to Billy D. Williams, but I don't really consider him probably a major influence on culture today. It's kind of odd that somebody would target his account,
That's weird too. The whole thing's weird.
The whole thing it's just a strange story.
Well, and to hack that account now, post those things now, I don't know. This isn't really smelling right. But I do like Dope Effect coming in here. This PR team is getting worse all the time. Yes,
and you know what? I feel badly because I bet whoever did this just put out the norm. I think what they did, here's what I think happened, and I could be wrong about this, but I think a well-intentioned person put out the standard response when you come back from being hacked, and it was not the right thing to post in this situation because it's very odd, if it's true that hackers took over the page, that they would suddenly post nice things as opposed to the normal things that hackers do, which is definitely not that. Andy, hop in here. What do you make of this whole weird, sordid affair?
This is sort of like those stories where someone broke into my house, did all my dishes, and put my laundry away. The fact that you have to worry about how people are going to respond to a decent response to a tragedy, regardless of who it is. It's we should all have some understanding that when someone dies and they have a family, that it's a tragic event for somebody. It's horrible, especially under these circumstances where it's going to be over and over again. Like, these children are going to grow up one day, and you have to worry about if they ever Google their father, the first thing that's going to come up is going to be this. And when you have to walk something back, it's sort of like there's a thing going around there where there are certain laws that are being passed that protect children. And there's a group out there saying that it unfairly targets a certain group. And the response is always, what an odd thing to say. So it's basically you're saying that, yes, you're guilty of these things, that it pertains to you. And so I think this is sort of the problem with all these responses, that they didn't expect people to react negatively when they cheered for things, because in their echo chamber, that's what happens. And they think that everyone's like that. And then they're suddenly shocked when, like, the guy at the office party has had too much to drink, and then he goes to admitting to, like, peeking under the stalls of the ladies' room or something, and everybody turns and looks at him, and you're like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have said that. You're like, yeah. I think that's kind of the stuff that we're dealing with here. The PR department, how would you deal with this? I've got these people on this side that are watching you. You better not have something nice to say about this tragedy. Then you got the rest of the normal people out there. So which way do I go? Do I tick off these people, or do I really look like a horrible person? And I don't think Billy D. Williams is involved in this at all. I think it's the word of the handlers. I mean, there's very few William Shatners out there that are in charge of their own.
Right. No, that's right. And sometimes if that's the case, you get, these Stephen King situations where you wish there was a handler. Andy, the most nefarious option, and I hesitate to put it out there because I don't think it's true. I don't think this is what happened, but I'll just throw it out there for people to chew on. And that is, sometimes what can happen that we really hope didn't occur is that a celebrity says something they really think is true, and then a PR person says, no, that's not what we're going to say. Here, we're going to fix that. You're not going to say that. And so I think, I hope it didn't happen in this situation. I don't think it happened, but when you're talking about that, I could see that. I could see, you get an older celebrity, and the PR, the kid, the 25-year-old kid comes in and says, no, that went places we're not willing to go. So hacking happened. Helping Hollywood produce a product that you want to consume, that's what we do each and every day, folks. And this time, it's time to, say goodbye. We know, but don't cry. No, for we will have more videos on the way. We'd love to bring those videos and that information. And by the way, if you'd like even more, consider going to the Patreon page. It's www.patreon.com/WDW Pro. It's where we put out stuff exclusively there that we simply can't put out in other places for whatever reason, be it because it's too spicy or because, perhaps we're working to corroborate it. But you can find out things early and first over there. Folks, we surely have had a great time spending time with you. Consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to those pesky algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment right on down below. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Jump into the water!
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.